So, I don't know if this is just a coincidence, but Steam has released an update that is called End of Life. With the ROG Ally just 12 days away, and everybody knows it's using Windows, this Steam End of Life update is pretty much the last support that Steam is going to give to Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. That's pretty crazy. I know that Windows 7 is extremely old, but to have a gaming platform not support a specific Windows like Windows 7, 8, and 8.1, 8.1 is pretty close to where we are with Windows. It's just very strange timing. Of course, I could be stirring the pot here, and it seems like after January 1st, 2024, Steam will officially stop supporting Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. And after that date, the Steam client will no longer run on those versions of Windows, just no longer be supported on it. So if you have a Windows 7 PC with all the hacks, with all the mods, everything, you're going to be forced to update to the next Windows. I think that's pretty terrible. And I'm assuming this is a call from Valve themselves. To me, this seems like a direct attack on Windows. Even though Windows has attacked their own OS platforms like Windows 7 and 8, I'm pretty sure Windows wouldn't want a big platform like Steam to not be supported on their own OSs. This is either some kind of ploy to get everybody to upgrade to Windows 10 and 11, or this is a blatant attack on Windows and their upcoming new stable Windows handheld, the ROG Ally. I just think the timing is very strange, because I know there was some people that were considering installing Windows 7 on their ROG Ally, because for the most part, that Windows OS is more battery efficient, and it just uses less resources. Sure, you can't use things like DX12, but I'm sure there's someone out there that figured out a way around that, and most people would probably go to DX11 anyway. So for people that have Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 still, this is pretty much the end of Steam on your OS. The timing of this is just too perfect. It seems like Gabe is directly attacking Microsoft. And for anybody that thinks, oh yeah, Valve wants the ROG Ally to succeed, this will probably tell you otherwise. And so there is a message on Steam support that says, this change is required as core features in Steam rely on an embedded version of Google Chrome, which no longer functions on older versions of Windows. In addition, future versions of Steam will require Windows features and security updates only present in Windows 10 and above. So Steam will require. Doesn't say anything about Windows requiring anything of Steam. Although support will end until 2024, we strongly encourage all Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 users to update sooner rather than later. Microsoft ended security updates and technical support for Windows 7 in January 2020, and for Windows 8.1 in January 2023. So this support ended years ago, and they're just choosing right now to end support for Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. Bit strange. Computers running these operating systems, when connected to the internet, are susceptible to new malware and other exploits which will not be patched. Well, guess what, Steam and Valve? There's new malware every second. You can't make malware an actual reason unless there's some kind of Super Saiyan malware that just unearthed in the past few months. That malware can cause your PC, Steam, and games to perform poorly or crash. So you're telling me that you're doing this so that the games will perform better and not crash? Completely get rid of their OS just so your game can run better. There are some people, especially that have Windows 7 that use Steam, that wouldn't upgrade for bigger reasons than this, a lot bigger than this. The malware can also be used to steal their credentials for your Steam account or other services. Okay, then get Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes still supports Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. I'm not sure if they think that we're counting on Windows or Steam to continue support for new malware. Getting third-party software like Malwarebytes, for instance, will protect you against malware. That's the end of their message to everybody. It's about 2 paragraphs long, but pretty much this is Steam just coming up with some kind of BS reason for people to get rid of 7, 8, and 8.1. They're cutting out 3 Windows operating systems from Steam, and I don't see anybody talking about this. Instead, people are talking about some kind of new game or whatever. I think this is humongous. I think this is the worst thing to happen to Steam in a long time. And I love Windows 7, and I know there's a lot of people out there that still use Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. And I don't think that a game performing poorly or crashing, if a person has something like a GTX 4090 will particularly affect you if you're not up to the latest Windows update. Sometimes the latest Windows update will cause your game to perform worse, and in this case, with Windows 11, that's a lot of the time. All you really have to do is upgrade the graphics driver and you're fine. But there's nothing in there that states that Microsoft or Windows made them do it, because Windows 7 has been out of date for almost 4 years, and they stated right there. They decided to do this right now, right before the ROG Ally, and that gives me more of a reason to get a lot of ducks on my ROG Ally, because I'm honestly sick and tired of getting on a game, being offline mode if I'm outside, and it's saying, in order to play this 25-year-old game, you need to be connected to the internet first, even though I just validated it like 3 days ago. I'm sick and tired of Steam doing all this crap with you needing to consistently be connected to the internet. And usually, honestly, what I do is I buy the game and then I get the duck version, let's just say that, and I play it offline, stable, without stutter for a long time. So if you want to get your ROG Ally, buy the game on Steam and then see if they have the wink wink duck version. You're still supporting it, and all of those white knight people will still say that you're doing the right thing, and they won't turn in their sleep. Because now Steam is straight up not going to support Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. And you're damn sure that a lot of people are just going to go to the free versions on their Windows 7. And I think there was a stream that stated this kind of topic before. Convenience trumps everything. So if you make it less convenient for people to get Steam on Windows 7, 8, and 8.1, you can bet a lot of money that they're going to find the most convenient way to play it on their device with any cost. So yeah, this is kind of a low blow from Steam, and it just seems like they're the bad guys here. Doesn't seem like Microsoft in the past 4 years forced them to do this. They're just holding liability reasons and performance at the helm as their primary reason for not supporting Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this situation, because I think it's straight up war against any handheld Windows device. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.